this is the return of M. Night Shyamalan. I mean, if you notice, they don't mention his name on this until they absolutely have to.
Yeah, no, I kept forgetting that this was his movie.
Yeah,
they blame him.
Yeah, when they were pitching this movie, they said directed by some dude. You know,
yeah.
And when another time they said directed by.
But if they flashed it, like if they actually put it up, it was really quick. Like they put it up and took that.
Directed by. Let's go ahead and talk about the comedy horror geriatric film, The Visit. You have two kids, Beck and Tyler, played by Olivia DeJonge or whatever. I don't know. I ain't heard of before. And Ed Oxenbould. They are, for reasons due to their mother's complicated past, they're seeing their grandparents for the first time. Have never seen them before. And the grandparents have never seen them. And to remember this occasion and to maybe help their mother with their strained relationship with her own parents, Becca decides to document this trip. However, the more they document this and the more they document their grandparents, the more weird behavior that they begin to observe. Some of it probably even life-threatening. I mean, sweet old people, what could they be doing to these nice kids right here? I guarantee you somebody out there is going to say, you know what, this is very insensitive to victims of dementia. There's going to be people out there saying, you're just taking advantage. You are exploiting people who are not in their right minds. People who even have Alzheimer's.
Anybody who says that is somebody who hasn't watched the movie, because that's a big part of this whole thing.
But
that misunderstanding and the fear of it.
Just the fact that you portray old people just acting crazy. Like in this scene right here where Becca thinks her grandmother's watching TV. She just sitting up there rocking, laughing at a wall.
I need some everyday footage about grandparents, so I've decided to spend Thursday afternoon following them around. You hear that? She's laughing and she's watching TV. Maybe Mom and I watch the same shows. Nana, you okay?
Bitch.
You disturbing my show right now.
Nana trying to watch your stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Good afternoon.
I heard you laughing.
I have the deep, darkies.
And get your fucking hand off me. And Tommy, we talk about this.
Yeah.
Now, Martin may not want to admit to this because he wants to be all kind and everything, but
Right.
I've had that case where an old person just grabbed my hand and said some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I had plenty of aunts that worked in nursing homes, and, you know, you had to go see them, and you had to go through that long hallway. They were scattered around, and
they grab and
they clutch your ass in a minute. You don't know what they're capable of.
You don't know what they're doing. We actually did have that. My mom was the kind of woman who took care of old people.
Yeah.
And we did that actually happened. We went to an old woman's house and she came out and told, she said, a white man came out of my refrigerator. And I remember I kind of laughed. My mother nudged the fuck out of me. so you know, yeah, fuck.
Should go down.
Wouldn't it be funny if a white man really did come out of the refrigerator and said, no one will believe you.
And that white man was Bill Murray.
You remember movies back like in the 80s, even some today, and they did this ever since the 50s, where the teenagers and the kids, they would see something horrifying or something that was dangerous for society, and nobody would believe them because they're kids.
Right.
Oh, you kids in your imagination. Oh, this is a prank. I don't believe this shit.
Like most of the movies of the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, and that's what made it cool because kids always feel like I'm misunderstood, and and that's what that's kind of what happens here, except that they kind of twist it around just a little bit, and I think that this is a cool take on that because not only is it, oh, you just dumb kids, that's all, but every time these old people start fucking up and start acting crazy, that's the excuse people use.
Right.
Oh, they just old.
Yeah. Papa wears diapers and he keeps them in an outhouse, and Nana walks around at night without her clothes, and Papa thinks strangers are following him.
I knew we were gonna have this call. You're old.
Like all this shit that's really strange. It's like, oh, they're old. Oh, well then never mind.
Yeah.
It all just goes into that box. It's the old box.
It's the old, yeah. Grandma ate a rat shit on the floor. Oh, she's old.
She's like a superpower, isn't it?
Oh, they just old. You know, she just want to get back to her vacation.
Well, in about 10, 20 years, if you want to be Batman, you can, because if you get caught, you won't get in trouble. Like, oh, it's so cute, this old man.
Yeah. Ma, you could put on a Batman cape, run around town with your dick hanging out, and people just be like, he old.
So what about happens when I do it now?
don't think you there yet, bro.
Yeah, no. I mean, we already giving you those shirts, man.
Man,
That's what your line
I've
is.
got nothing but compliments on this shirt. People have like pulled over their cars just to say like, "Hey, brother, nice shirt."
You know what they say when they drive off? He old. And that's Catherine Hahn as the mom. When grandma get up spry and energetic in the middle of the night and start running and crawling through the house like she's a wild animal, that ain't old no more. That's just fucking weird.
Wait. If you're gonna open the door, just open it for a little bit.
I just got to say, this motherfucker went through the movie thinking he was hard Ed, what's his name?
Oxblood.
Oxblood, whatever. This kid going through the whole movie talking about...
Oxbold.
Yeah, Oxbold. Yeah, he going through the whole movie talking about bitches and hoes and rapping and acting like a wigger. And look at these pajamas he got on right motherfucker wearing his...
snowflakes?
Yeah, and they got footies on them and shit.
Oh.
Got that flap in the back so they can take a shit in the middle of the night. Shit.
Well, all right then.
I like the way she ran through the house twice. So like, look, I'm telling you, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, well, shit, if I ain't crazy enough, me get on this floor and crawl towards this door. He slammed that
Let me
shit
show you my
quick.
Spider-Man impression.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because call me insensitive if you want to, but that's every nightmare I've had about being locked in an old folks' home.
Yeah.
Being locked at night and old people just start rising up and crawling all over the place and shit.
Eyes turn black.
Yeah. They were in the room. They kept hearing scratches outside. So they've been hearing this for several nights. And they've been saying, hey, you know what? Best that you don't open the door after 9:30. And they were just like, no, wait a minute. Fuck this. You know, this is the third night this happened. They open the door and they see grandma running through like a wild antelope and shit. And some nights they open the door and they just see her butt naked scratching on the wall. But hey, she old, right?
or just walking and vomiting as she walks.
Yeah. It's and that's the thing about the film, man, is that there's always this feeling of this air of creepiness that just gets, for me, that just gets thicker and thicker as it goes along. It's just dread. It gets to a point when these kids get around these old motherfuckers, you just say, step back, get the fuck out, because like if you get too close, they do dangerous shit.
Could you clean the oven for me, Becca?
That's a great look right there.
Right.
Get all the way inside.
I'm like,
No.
Oh, this'll just take a second.
Grandma tried to cook me. Oh, she just old.
They all do that at some point.
At some point. Shit. Grandma locked me in the fucking oven when I was a kid. Yeah. It ain't no big deal. But it's one of the weirdest movies I've seen in a long time. Now, maybe it's just my oldophobia or whatever. I don't know. I'll tell you, the movie doesn't work completely because it's a hard comedy.
I mean, it's not straight out comedy.
It's subtle. Comes.
It's subtle.
Okay.
There's things you laugh at just because it's kind of absurd.
Oh, okay.
And it's creepy. You know, like when something like kind of nervous laughter through it.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are funny, man. They are literally just being dumb kids in this. This kid right here, Ed Oxenbould, and if you don't recognize him, he's Alexander in a really fucked up motherfucking horrible day, you know.
and he's grown up to be a better looking kid. But his tongue is still in his way. His tongue is like, you ain't having an acting career over my dead
I know,
body.
this motherfucker is still, I tell you, man, and I'll say it again, he still looks like the inconceivable guy.
Yeah.
Inconceivable!
He does. That's what he's going to grow up to be, Wallace
Tell me you don't look like this dude right here.
He's totally going to grow
Especially
up.
if you hear him talk.
Yeah, he talks just like him. Kid...
And he's trying to rap. He's trying to be hard.
I know.
And
And whenever he said motherfuckers, you know, and it's like, no, man, kid, that's going to be you in a few years. Inconceivable. No, it ain't. That's your fucking future right there. They're likable kids. Even with this kid being a little wigger, I thought he was going to get on my nerves. But they were cool, man.
The thing is, I mean, most of his raps are about how I'm a really short kid and the girls don't like me, but I'm better than what they think I am.
Yeah,
bitches.
Yeah, and that's when he tries to get hard at the end. You know, I'm 5. Look at me, I'm 5'3". House.
It is entertaining. That cannot be entertaining.
Yeah, it is, man. You really, little wiggers are funny, man. You know?
They really are.
In fact,
they don't know no better.
I just want to pat him on the head. Oh, you little wigger. the real stars of the movie to me, I mean, you wouldn't have the film if it weren't for the old people in here, the creepy old people. And though, I don't have a picture of the other guy, but like the woman, her name is Deanna Dunnigan.
The whole time looking at her, I was like, for an old lady, she's kind of hot.
Yeah, Deanna Dunnigan is her name, and the name of the old guy is Peter McRobbie. And y'all can sit up here and call me a pervert and
we will.
But and please go ahead, because Martin can attest for me. When Grandma was outside naked scratching doors, she had a little bit of an ass on her.
She's got a nice shape to her.
Yeah.
Like, when you hit 70, that's how you want your wife to look.
She's like 70 is the new 30 with her, man. She's hot,
got like
man.
a Helen Mirren thing going.
No, let's not go there.
Don't get carried away.
I pull it back. But I was looking at her and I said, you know what? They're playing her age up because she's hot, man. And they even showed her, like, there's a scene where she's walking upstairs and half her dress is going up her ass crack, and it's like, fuck, man, that's kind of nice.
Well, let's not get carried away.
I will not get carried away. Shit, I'm speaking solely for myself right now.
I guess I totally saw this movie in thirds, and it's M. Night Shyamalan, so there is a twist, and it's a twist where I like the twist, and I was like, you know what? At its heart, it was actually a deeper movie than what it seemed like on the surface. What I didn't like was the second act at all. The second act, like, you're building the weirdness and the creepiness of the grandparents.
Yeah.
And for the first act, it's right in that realm of like, okay, well, they're old. But by the second act, they're doing shit where it's like, man, anybody, there's a point where you don't just go like, where they're old, where you go like, Mom, there's something wrong with your parents, and you need to get up here. And they weren't.
She did.
and they weren't having those reactions. Like there was just shit where it's like, I ain't staying here. It kind of lost momentum because it was just kind of spinning its wheels, doing like instead of going up, it's like we got to that second act, it kind of leveled off.
When you a kid, I will speak for the kids. I know I talked about you motherfuckers bad. And that's what I call you. I'll call you little dumb motherfuckers all the time, and I apologize because I have to like apologize for that because now I see how it is to be a kid. Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's weird to the point. Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Right. But when you a kid, you don't know what to do. It's like still think like, man, if I run, I'm gonna get punished. My mama gonna whoop me or something.
No, you're absolutely right about that. But the kids weren't even panicking, and that's what was bothering me.
Even through all this craziness, they were still being respectful. They said, you know what? I haven't seen my grandmother, my grandfather before. I mean, like, yeah, the shit is getting kind of crazy. Yeah, she tried to cut me with a knife, but you know what? I'm gonna be a good granddaughter.
It's completely ignorant that they're like, so like, well, I guess old just covers all of this.
It's all grandparents do.
Where it's like, man, if you care about another human being, you like, somebody needs to know that this is happening. I get that how they're like, look, let Mom have her vacation, but had they been actually panicky, it would have made more sense. Yeah. But yeah, the third act, you get the reveal and shit goes down, and I was just like, "Holy fuck!" I totally changed my mind about this movie. I'm way back on board now.
Shit, Mark's like, that's gonna be me in 2 years.
but the thing is, like with the third act where it comes all this stuff, it's like it felt rushed. And even though it has the excuse that the daughter is filming, she's making a film. It did not need to be a found footage movie.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that.
I agree with you on that.
They could have even kept it in that they're filming stuff, but not make it found footage.
Yeah.
All that did was get in the way.
No, I tell you why he did it, because that motherfucking Jason Blum. Jason Blumhouse gonna make he makes found footage just to make it cheap.
He doesn't have to do it though.
That's his deal. Like you come to him with Gone with the Wind, it's got to be found footage.
Yeah. Well, here's why I whoop my slaves right here.
Slaves holding the camera.
Yeah,
he's gotten to the point now.
Hold that camera, boy.
Man, he's gotten to the point now. Like the cameras they use are so they look so good.
Man,
especially with this.
These are fucking 8K cameras that they use.
Yeah,
right here.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, dude. You can film this the exact same way you're filming it. Just don't acknowledge that it's found.
And they say shit that takes you out of the reality. Like the boy in the movie, they got 2 cameras. Yeah. That's cool because there are points where they're running from like the old people and they mix the footage together and it works. But the kid even tells you before he got the camera, he's like, yeah, this is at the broken bargain bin at the store. It cost about $10. And it's like, a fucking camera that don't look like that shit right there. And that's when you sit up. That's when you get up and you say, fuck you, Jason Blumhouse. I ain't stupid. These cameras right here cost fucking $1,000. But you suck my intelligence. I know movie making. I am a cinephile. But it did not need to be that. The only saving grace of this being a found footage movie, found footage is getting old. And it's getting so old that the setup is very phony. Yeah. Well, I'm here shooting a documentary of my grandparents right now. It's like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's not
Nobody
real.
wants to see that.
Nobody wants to hear this shit. But the cool thing about the found footage here, you ask, what can they do? What can they do new with found footage? And with this, it's more of a thriller. Not entirely new, still stale. But this is not really hard. This is more, and believe me, I'm not trying to be a cinephile or trying to talk movie student shit. But it is more like a found footage Hitchcock movie. Yeah. It's more of a thriller. And when I found out what was going on, I was like, okay, you know something? I appreciate the story enough to excuse the found footage right now. The movie is uneven. And even at an hour and 30 minutes, it starts to feel long, but you excuse it because of the same reason you thought you're going to make fun of it, because of M. Night Shyamalan. Because he finally started taking himself serious. Look at it.
If Mojo was a human.
What? Oh, you look like my dog. Yeah. Where's Mojo at? Hey, bring Mojo here real quick.
Mojo's like, don't put me in there.
Don't put me in this shit. God damn.
No, my baby's more handsome.
What'd you say?
Come on now.
Wow, let's look at the camera. All right, look. Look. Let's see. Mojo, look at the camera right here. Look.
He's like,
right
why?
If you gave Mojo a Jerry curl, he would look like a fucking dog, right?
Mojo looks better.
With the twist, yes. The twist is M. Night Shyamalan has been Mojo the whole time. What a twist. Years ago, and this is no bullshit, years ago, he thought he was the fucking genius. He actually made movies where, like in Lady in the Water, where he wrote a role for himself in a movie that he wrote and directed, where he was such a great writer that his writing would save the world. Yeah. It's like, fuck you, man. Now, this is the one where we're sitting at a bar next to M. Night Shyamalan. He's like right now saying, well, I was a real asshole back then, wasn't I? Yeah, kind of.
Well, yeah, at the point where you got to go hat in hand to Jason Blum to make one of his $10 million movies.
You could feel the humbleness in the film itself. And for that, you could say that this is entertaining enough to recommend that people go see it for a matinee, I believe. It's short, it's funny, it's something that, at certain parts it really does scare. And the biggest thing right here, it can laugh at itself about its own jump scares, something that I really hate. Yeah. It's like it jumps out and the nervous laughter actually works for this.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was really torn on what I was going to give it. That middle, that second act, I thought it's kind of bullshitty. I was just kind of like, I just want to go to sleep. I thought this was going to do something, and it just seems like it's not. But boy, did it wake me up, and he really did come up with something that made me go, oh, motherfucker, say what? And it was something simple, but it's just like, oh, wow. All that shit in the beginning totally made this make sense when it came up.
And M. Night Shyamalan was like, ha! Got him! With the twist. But yeah, what'd you give it, man?
I give it a high rental.
Okay, and I figured you'd do that. And you know what? And I listen. I ain't even gonna argue with you on that, man, because I can see that.
I don't think we're far enough off to argue about it.
Well, I can, but I won't.
But it's your birthday.
Don't come to me. I didn't want to hear this shit. Well, I knew it was happening from the very beginning. You lying motherfucker. You did not know. I don't want to hear that shit. I let you have the Sixth Sense. You made the Sixth Sense. You got all these motherfuckers now like, okay, you let them slide on that. Well, I really figured it out halfway through. Bullshit.
Figured that out in the first 10 minutes. Come on.
See if you can figure out what's coming next. What? Ow.
I was about to say.
Not so hard.